Hi guys, my name is Neel and I'm an intern at the Sparks Foundation. Today I've been given a task which is task 3, perform exploratory data analysis on the dataset, which is sample superstore. So I need to find out what is the weak areas and how can we maximize our profit. The steps which have been followed is the importing the libraries, reading the dataset pre-processing, exploratory data analysis and data visualization, and finally there will be a conclusion given. So first I'm importing all the libraries, that is pandas, numpy, matplotlib, and I'm also ignoring the warnings. And now in the first step I'm just reading the dataset from the given URL, and I'm just reading the first 5 data just to check if the data is properly available or not. And move to the next step, that is data pre-processing. And in this step I am first getting the shape of the dataset, that is there are 9994 rows and 13 columns. Further I am just describing the columns, and next step I am finding if there are any columns with the null values. So there are 0 null values, and just I am finding the info of null count and data type and column with the column names. And finally I'm just describing to find the all the mathematical calculations like mean, standard deviation, then max and min values of each rows. And finally I'm finding if there are any duplicated values. So I've got 17 duplicated values, and dropping all the duplicate. Next step I'm just dropping all the duplicated values. And finally there I think there is no more pre-processing is needed. So before going further, let me explain what is EDA. So exploratory data analysis is an approach of analyzing datasets to summarize the main characteristics, often using these statistical graphics and other data visualizing methods. So in our case, I've used a bar plot and a heat map just to visualize the dataset. So first I've just imported the bar plot, and I've just imported the whole dataset and checked the and just visualize the whole data set. So as you can see, there are on the different objects and different categories, there is uh, graph bar plot sorry a bar plot is being plotted for each item set. And I think we need to know just about this one, that is profit versus sales, because this is important for us for our data set and our understanding. So second, I've used a pairwise correlation using a heat map. So in this thing, as you can see, if one needs to understand, I will explain in a simple term that for example, if someone is giving more discount, then profit will be less. So they both are negatively correlated. So here we can see that minus 0.22, which is which says that it is negatively correlated, and hence we can't say that more the discount, more the profit. So they both run in opposite direction. But yes, in contrary, we can say that more the sales, more the profit. So yes, they are positively correlated by 0.48, and that's how the heat map has been displayed. And now we go to the next step, that is visualizing the. So in data visualization, I've used the pie chart, and in this I have given a summary of the category, uh, which is some percentage, which is 60. First comes the office supplies, which is 60.3%. Second is furniture, which is 20.2%, and third is technology with 18.5%. And as you can see, next I have used category versus profit, which category is giving the most profit. So from the graph itself, we can see that technology uh, with uh, with having the most sales gives the more profit compared to furniture with more sales but not much profit. And office supplies are with its a moderate sales and profit. Next I've used category sales versus profit. So in this we can see that technology is giving the first highest profit amongst the all other categories. And we can see the furniture has given the least of all profit, with its sales also being as far as with office supplies and technology only, not much change, but least profit. And now we move to the subcategories of all the items in what we say technology. So we can see that phones, copies, accessories, papers, binders, chairs, storage, and every other like we can see that categories are there, and like subcategories. This subcategories of all are all of all three types, which is technology, office supplies, and furniture. All three with so we can see that phones and copiers are giving the highest sales, and their profit margin is also more compared to any other category subcategory. And tables are with least profit compared, like some they are like negative, so maybe there is a loss also in the tables we can see, because not much sales in the furniture category. And now more detailed view is here. So tables are obviously tables, bookcase and supplies are actually in a loss, we can say, because compared to copiers and phones, they are going in a negative direction. Hence, the profit is not there at all. So we must actually we can add a point that we must not actually go more on the furniture category for the sales, and we should start more about on technology. And from the above, from for now we can visualize, now we are visualizing that if the data is less or more, the discount is less or more, so we can say discount versus profit. So in this case, more the discount and more the profit, it's not like that. It's a from the line graph itself, we can see that less the discount, more the profit. And we can see if the discount is as and when increased, it is given a negative profit. It means a loss. Hence, one must also need to think that more the discount, less the profit, or maybe loss. Then now I am visualizing sales versus profit in different region. So, like we can see that in the central region it is 23.5, east region it is 28.5, west it is 32, and south it is 16.2. So from the graphs, the west and the east have made same profits through the sales. In the east it is very less, and compared to the west, and south is more less, like least of all. So one need to focus more on the south region also to increase the profit. Now we are finding, from this graph itself, we are finding profit in different states of USA versus its sale. So in California, we can see California and New York, it's like as far to each other. The profit and sales, profit is more in both the states, but in New York the sales is less. And as we go further, like Indiana, Virginia, Washington, and least is the Delaware, with the least sales and least profit. So we can also analyze that one can boost this state for the sales, and hence we can find more profit. Then we are finding the interdependency of sales, profit, and discounts. Hence, we can see that the graph itself clearly shows that if we give more discount on a product, the sales increases but profit decreases. So if one needs to see that profit is first of all first priority compared to the sales. But from the graph we can see that we need to like lower the discount. So now we come to the conclusion part. So the weak areas where one can work to make one more profit is, one should limit the sales of furniture and increase that of technology and office supplies, as furniture has very less profit as compared to the sales. Second is, considering the subcategory sales of tablets should be minimized, and increase the sales more in the east to make more profit, as we can see in the graph that the profit margin over here is like we need to increase more so that one can find more profit. And fourth, we should concentrate in the states like New York and California to make more profit. So yes, as I said that Delaware was also one, but since there is no much sales, so one can focus more on California and New York. So if the sales increases, more the profit, and maybe in future we can cut short of any two states and increase more sales in these two states. Also Washington can be focused, but since California has the highest, so and New York being at its par, so one can focus on California and New York for the same. So this was the conclusion made, and hence this is the end of the task. I hope you like this video, and please do share your valuable comments below, and thank you.